You know, as I've gotten older, I'm gonna be 17 in about 2 months, I've realized that I can't stay the same forever. I think it got to a point for me where I wanted people to start recognizing me for me, and not Piper's ex-boyfriend, or you're that one dude who dated Piper Raquel.
Gavin Magnus has had enough and has decided that it's time to quit. In a candid video, Gavin talked about being tired of constantly being referred to as just Piper's ex-boyfriend. He even talked about being tired of making kids stuff on YouTube. Gavin caught everybody off guard, and now people are wondering if Gavin has really quit YouTube. So let's get into it and figure out what's really happening with Gavin.
It got annoying. And it started to wear down on me more than I thought it would. You know, going in public and people are like, oh, that's Piper's ex-boyfriend.
So Gavin recently released a video on his YouTube channel titled I Quit, and right from the start it had people very concerned. It started off with a warning that said, this video is raw and unfiltered, the emotions captured and the subject matter may not be fit for everyone.
I kind of want to just get close and up and personal with you guys. I think there's a lot of things that you guys have been wondering that I kind of have swept under the rug and maybe not have talked about or mentioned. That's going to be my goal.
Now, Gavin has been on YouTube for a long time. Ever since he was just 9 years old, he has been making and uploading videos to YouTube like every other week. And with that type of dedication, anybody would easily assume that Gavin was living his best life and doing what he loved to do. But turns out that isn't entirely true. Gavin said that in the beginning, YouTube was indeed his dream. But the older he got, the more and more making videos became more of a job and not something that he loved doing.
But you also have to realize I have been doing YouTube since I was 9 years old. Also meaning that I have spent my entire childhood and my entire teen years on the internet, whether that was good or bad, whether someone was trying to cancel me or somebody was talking good about me. My whole life, the past 7 years, has been in front of a camera. And while I thought that would be a great thing at first, like everything, it became a job.
Loves, he opened up about the difficulties that started coming up over time for making videos, from coming up with ideas to struggling to know whether or not his audience would love the videos he came up with, and slowly over time, this has seemed to get to him. Plus, to pile on to the pressure on Gavin, his channel has seen a decline in view count ever since the beginning of last year. Y'all, Gavin revealed that all this stuff made him start doubting himself, and he quickly started to spiral, constantly trying to chase views and looks. Like, he reached a point where he wasn't completely happy anymore. To make matters worse, after his breakup with Piper, Gavin seemed to not shake the title of being Piper's ex.
I wanted people to start recognizing me for me, and not Piper's ex-boyfriend, or you're that one dude who dated Piper Raquel, or you're the one, do you remember our song? And as it's funny for a while, and I can kind of live with that and like make it like a funny thing and kind of carry it with my ego, it got annoying.
Everywhere he went, people could barely acknowledge him for the other things he was able to accomplish, and to some people, he just became Piper's ex. That only added to the pressure Gavin was facing, and looking back at it now, there was no way all of that was easy to bear.
Social media and doing YouTube as a full-time job is not something that's necessarily easy. You know, you have to wake up, you have to find ideas, you have to stress over the fact that you're not sure if your audience is gonna like the content you're gonna put out next week, and then you start to see low view counts, and then you see these numbers that start to mess with your head, and then you start second guessing yourself, and then you start doubting yourself, and then you go in this big spiral and you start stirring this pot. You get so obsessed with the number and you start to forget how truly blessed you are to be in your position.
So by this point, Gavin was visibly getting emotional. You could even see that at a certain point, he was struggling to keep it all together and make it through the video without breaking down.
Feels like I'm 25 years old almost, because like, you know, I was forced to grow up so quickly in this industry, and just like being in this, you know, so young, and just kind of like going through everything. I'm trying to like keep it keep it together and like keep my composure. But
Gavin even took a moment to thank all the people who have helped him get to where he is today, especially his exes and friends whom he no longer talks to anymore for one reason or another. But in the middle of all of that, he revealed that the reason he and Lev don't make videos anymore is because they barely ever talk nowadays. However, he didn't really get too deep into this. He casually and jokingly said that Lev had left him on red on Snap for a while. But I guess some people are meant to be friends and others are meant to just be acquaintances, and that is absolutely fine. Loves, you can't be super close with everybody. And just because you aren't close with a person doesn't mean that there is drama or anything. Lev even admitted that social media played a huge part when he and Lev started hanging out, and it wasn't necessarily because they organically became friends. So it's natural that over time they drifted apart.
Oh, why don't you film with Lev, and why don't you do this? I think, you know, for a really long time, I wanted to meet Lev, and it was a big social media thing. And I think the social media aspect of it kind of like carried it a lot more. But I just think some people are meant to be best friends and some people aren't. I know, I haven't seen Lev in a really long time. By the way, shout out to Lev, hope he's doing great.
And guys, it's definitely not easy, especially being a creator in Gavin's shoes, struggling to find himself as a person, learning and growing, and simultaneously fighting with the constant beast that is YouTube. Making videos daily, making new and fresh content so as to keep your audience entertained, and having the constant fear that if you change, your audience might switch up and not like your content anymore, and you'll become just another creator that people used to watch at one point. So with all this in mind, it was heartwarming to see how much support Gavin received in his comments. Not gonna lie, I was literally almost in tears watching this. Love you, Gavin. I am always here for you. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. Gavin, it's amazing to see how far you've come over the years. We support you no matter what happens in your life. Thank you for amazing videos which always make me smile. We are so proud of you, and you should be too. Give yourself a big pat on the back because you are a true champion. Gavin, I have been watching your videos for years now, and watching a video from you always made my day better. If you do choose to quit, good luck, and we will all miss you. People are cruel, and you just have to ignore them because they are trying to pull you down to build themselves up. Just know a lot of people are here for you. I watched you since I was in 4th grade, and now I'm in high school. I have watched you over the years. I started to realize that you and all the people on YouTube have a life too and struggle with certain things that we might not see on social media. I love that you share your emotions to us so people can relate to it and know that they're not alone. Thank you for helping me as well as other people. We love you.
But we're all getting older, and as we get older, our minds change, we like different things, and what we thought we liked 3 or 4 years ago, it doesn't entertain us anymore, and it doesn't make us happy anymore.
So many people were caught off guard by this video from Gavin, considering that just days before, Gavin almost broke the internet after coming out and revealing the real reason behind Piper and Harper's beef. He carefully analyzed Harper's diss track and shared what truly happened behind the scenes. Gavin even seemed to have taken the responsibility of bringing this beef to an end.
Alright guys, so the first video, Piper Raquel finally responds to Harper's diss track. Not happy. Now, I haven't spoken to them about how they feel about the diss track in a while. I haven't spoken to anybody, not even to Harper, not to anybody, like what's going on. So let's see what evidence Anna Oop uncovered. Because it's not a reaction video if we're not watching something Anna Oop related, right? You know what I'm saying?
Now, ever since Harper dropped her diss track, a section of people have been bombarding Gavin, asking him to share his thoughts on Harper-Piper beef, or at least even talk to Piper and have her release a reaction to the diss track. Well, Gavin finally listened and uploaded a video to his YouTube channel with all of the details of what really happened in the Harper-Piper beef. Gavin even called a surprise guest who had a lot of very interesting things to say. Y'all, Gavin first started off by giving a timeline of the Harper-Piper beef, and according to him, it all started when one day they were recording an episode of their LOL podcast, and Harper was asked if she had to do a celeb boxing match, who would she choose? Harper quickly answered Piper, and loves that clip went viral. After this, Piper made a couple of lighthearted TikToks to calm down a section of her fans who kept tagging her in the viral Harper clip. After a series of back and forths, Harper revealed that she actually had DM'd Piper, but she got ghosted. Piper then reached out to Harper in her DMs and asked Harper if she was willing to sit down and talk, but at this point, Harper wasn't interested interested. She replied to Piper saying, "Nah, sorry, I want to fight. I understand you're too scared to fight a 14-year-old when you're 17. Don't worry, we all have our biggest fears." Now, after this, Gavin jumped straight into Harper's song, and he was shocked by how many views the song got in such a limited amount of time. After he listened to the song, he was so impressed, despite the fact that he too got shade thrown at him. Gavin then proceeded to do one of the most unexpected things. He called Harper, and what she had to say left everyone very shocked.
But like, do you actually like have beef with her, or this is like a friendly like thing?
At first it was a joke, and then she started like posting stuff about me.
Oh, and then it got real.
Yeah, and then it got real, and I was like, wait a minute, like this is like real, and yeah, so I guess it's like kind of real, I guess, but like I don't want it to be like an actual like thing. But,
Yeah.
like, I guess it is now, so.
Loves, Harper told Gavin that at first the beef started as a joke and nobody was taking anything to heart. But after Piper began posting TikToks about Harper, the beef became real. Harper even went as far as to say that she still legit wants the fight to happen soon. Not gonna lie, after people saw Gavin's video, his comment section went wild, especially after he asked his fans whose side they were on. Just look what people were saying. "I have always been Team Piper for everything, but I'm not choosing a side. There are a lot of misunderstandings between Piper and Harper, and hopefully they can work it out instead of continuing this fight. I'm definitely Team Harper. Piper can't beat Harper's diss track or her lyrics. Harper went hard. She won't even do good if she tries, but it's just gonna turn bad, just like Piper's other songs. Now, Gavin, I have nothing to say about you because your songs actually have taste in them, unlike Piper's. I'm Team Harper." Team Harper, duh. Piper is too scared, doesn't even look ready. Plus, Harper put up a good fight, unlike Piper, looks scared on the thumbnail, LMAO, and hasn't even said anything to Harper, LMAO. By the way, after uploading this video, Gavin took to TikTok to react to one of Harper's videos. In the clip, Harper can be seen walking at night with someone else. However, Gavin seemed to think that the other person was Piper herself.
It's nice to meet you.
Of course, you too. So like maybe sometime in the near future we will see this happen.
Yes, I do want that to happen. I do.
All right, well I'm rooting for you. Good, best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Anyways, back to Gavin's quitting video. Gavin seemed to be in an opening up mood because he revealed that the older he got, the more he grew tired of creating content that he wasn't connected to. And the only reason he was still making videos was because that was what he was known for, and he was afraid that if he didn't continue making them, his audience might end up hating him. But now he isn't afraid anymore. That's why he decided to switch up his content and not make kids content anymore and focus on things that he likes doing.
With that being said, I'm going to be changing up my content, and if you guys choose to stick around and watch that, that is awesome and that's amazing, and I can't wait to continue growing with you guys.
Loves, now this got me thinking about what Gavin really meant by "I quit," because this seems to have brought on a lot of confusion. The way I understand it is that Gavin has quit making kids content and he will probably shift to more mature stuff. He even posted this question to his fans to know if they will support him if he changes. However, on TikTok, some people don't seem to share this opinion and feel like Gavin lied and tricked them. Just look at what they were telling him after he posted a recent TikTok. "I thought you were quitting? Y'all, he ain't quitting, it was clickbait. Bruh, I thought you were quitting." I mean, looks like Gavin has inadvertently started confusion online again. Y'all know this means that there is a delicate balance that Gavin must strike. He must find a way of retaining his existing audience and also exploring this new grown-up path that he is finding himself on. Finding this balance won't be easy, but amidst all these challenges, there might lie an opportunity for Gavin to redefine his brand without cutting ties with his younger audience entirely, whether it's through his music or his content, whatever that looks like. By adopting a new approach, perhaps he will find a way of offering a balance between his older and younger audience's preferences. Gavin can potentially bridge the gap, ensuring that both groups feel valued and catered to. Loves, Gavin's journey is an example of the challenges of growing up in front of a camera. It's a journey marked by self-discovery, experimentation, and the inevitable struggle to find one's identity in a constantly evolving landscape. As Gavin navigates this pivotal moment in his career, if done properly, this can be a testament to his resilience, adaptability, and determination to stay relevant while staying true to himself. The trajectory he chooses will inevitably shape not just his career, but also the perception of himself. So, loves, what do y'all think about this whole Gavin situation? What do you think his new content will be, and will you watch it? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to watch my previous videos to ensure you are up to date with all the latest tea.